Good Monday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for December 8th, 2014. And we're going to have a good day to start today. Probably going to be on the partly cloudy in the early part of the day, like probably before noon. Then we start getting these clouds increase from south to north here to see a noticeable increase in clouds, and probably be cloudy by the time we get to evening across most of our coverage area. Of course, the big story is this system down here that is going to move up to the north here, and is going to take a path kind of like this, and then situate itself over Long Island and New York City area, do a loop back here, something like this, and then it's going to transfer energy here over to another secondary system that's going to be out here, and then this one's going to take over as the primary and head into Maine and then retrograde back into northern New York State here. Everybody got that so far? So basically that's what we're looking at for the next couple of days. Very complicated system. This has been presenting a forecast nightmare for us for the last couple of days, but I think we're finally getting an idea of what is going to transpire. There's just some questions that remain. Not so much where the rain-snow line set up. I think we pretty much got that down. Now there's another part of it that might bring some snow to areas that are getting rain, but it'll just be probably late Tuesday night, early Wednesday. You could have some wraparound bands of snow come as rain changes to snow. And might get a little bit of snow, just minor accumulations further southeast. So we're going to get into this now. Here's a look at this system coming in the overnight hours here, and this is actually a look at prior to 7 a.m. on Tuesday. So we already got rain moving into much of our coverage area by that point, and then it actually gets quite heavy for some areas here. And you can see that indicated by all these reds here. You see these are very high totals here on our chart here. And actually might be cut off here, but this is just getting over an inch of rain here just in the previous 6 hours time. So this obviously some very heavy rainfall that can fall for much of New Jersey and eastern PA. And the next frame here as you get to the evening, this is still rain here for most areas, but areas up here in the north here where you're getting this is now changing to snow the evening hours over northeastern PA. I do think it is going to rain in northeast PA as well. So if you're seeing rain on Tuesday, you're probably going to look out the window, you're expecting snow, and you're probably going to wonder what's going on. I'm going to get a lot of those complaints in the Facebook page, I'm sure, that wow, you said it was going to snow and all I'm getting is heavy rain here. Well, that's expected. You're going to get heavy rain first, and then it's going to go over to heavy snow at some point during the day on Tuesday, which is most likely to be as you head towards late afternoon and evening. We change over in northeastern PA. Now, the areas of higher elevations are going to change over quicker, more quickly than the lower elevations, obviously. But then, everything does go over eventually. And then the overnight hours here, snow continues over across northeastern PA. And as we get into Wednesday morning, though, these temperatures are going to crash here. Your 850 line sitting here like this. So this is all coming in here, cold air coming to the system here, and that's going to allow this to change over to snow in areas further southeast too. So we'll look at. I'm going to head over to the GFS now. The GFS this is the latest one of the GFS, and I originally want to show you this because this is a precipitation type breakdown. So any of the blues you see, this is snow. Of course, the lighter and heavier. And these anything pinks or anything like that are going to be or the mixed precipitation, so that'll be sleet, freezing, rain, and in this case would be sleet. And then of course anything green is rain, and then it changes by intensity. We're going to move this a little bit forward here. Now we're going to start off when this precipitation first starts coming in. It's going to be cold enough across northeastern PA back to even east central PA that we start off to, and then northern New Jersey. We start off as a brief mix, and we're going to start off as a mixture of snow and sleet. And that's going to go over to a mixture of rain and sleet, and then eventually just rain. And again, this is going to be for everywhere. Everywhere is going to go over to rain. So we're going to go to the next frame here, and you can see that greens all over our coverage area here. So we're expecting rain here on Tuesday. As we get later in the day, however, you see the snow starts to change over to snow across northeastern PA, and then starting with the areas of high elevation first, and you see the system now moving up to Long Island. And then the next frame here, you see it snow all across northeastern PA, and it's still rain elsewhere, but it's also starting to cut off the precipitation down to the south here, so there will be a break in the action And then the GFS is also bringing some, this is actually a look at overnight Tuesday night where it's changed over here. You still got some snow all the way down to the Lehigh Valley at this point in northwest New Jersey. So those areas are could be in for some snow as well, but won't be anything of high amounts, we don't think. And as we get the next frame here, you can see again, snow again. So the GFS is actually indicating the same thing like the NAM is here. That most of the precipitation, most of the snow, heavier snows are going to be up here across northeastern PA. But you see at the end here, because that snow is actually starting to move, wraparound snow comes down and brings it to some areas a little bit further south in the Lehigh Valley, up to northwest New Jersey as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how that works. The NAM is doing something very similar. And it will be interesting to see if it has the right idea with that the back end snows here. It did take the GFS a long time to catch on to the system, and the handling of the system was absolutely horrible up until we got into within a couple 72 hours or less. It started figuring out a little bit more and coming more in line with the European model. So by far, European model has been leading the way on this, and it continues to do so. And the most aggressive snow totals on the European model are definitely across northeastern PA and back into central PA here. So, but not south central PA. We're not talking about Harrisburg, but just north of there, not too far north there, maybe even north of Dauphin County. Gets into some snow, but then and points north. But other than that, everywhere else is just a plain rain. You can check out our weather alert maps next to the forecast page links. There's a weather alert maps link tab that you can click on, and that'll take you to our latest call, which is the first call for now. And we're expecting this evening around 8 o'clock, we're going to have a final call go out with total amounts and exact ranges by location. So please do check that out. We'll link that on the Facebook page when it's ready to go. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and that is your outlook for December 8th, 2014. Have a great Monday.